Well, hello Cancer, this is Joe with Divine Daily, and I'm going to do a What You Need to Know for May 2020, a quick tarot reading with tarot cards and some oracle cards to start. A few notes first before I get started. I generally don't read reversals in this type of setting. I do, however, read cards that pop out or jump out. And finally, how do you know if this is for you? You know it's for you because it'll make you feel something. You'll intuitively know, and you won't have to stretch it or force it to fit into your circumstances. So with that said, let's get started and see, what does Cancer need to know for the month of May 2020? What is it that Cancer wants to know? What is it that is within your highest good to know? And so that's where we're going to start today for May 2020. We have Loyal Heart. The first card out. Loyal Heart, being connected to the person that you are very impassioned about, somebody that means the world to you, and even giving in a selfless kind of way, where everything that you do, really you keep in mind what it is that those around you are feeling and thinking. And sometimes this could be somewhat of a deficit to you, because you will often give and give, even if it's at your expense. So we have Loyal Heart. We also have Soulmates, but this is a beautiful kind of way for the cards to come out. Soulmates, Loyal Heart. We know what soulmates are about. Those are two people that are connected beyond the physical, two people that are connected in the ether. This could be twin flames. This could be soulmates. This is beyond a karmic partner. And then we have Yang. Ooh, that fiery energy. And I think this is awesome. So this is saying a lot about who you are, Cancer, with your partner in your current circumstances in May, that you have an unshakable commitment to somebody that is not going to be torn down or interrupted by anybody, that you are with somebody, Cancer, who you know you are destined, or you are just so driven to be with, that the love runs very deep between you and this other person, and there's a lot of fiery passion, and I think that's beautiful. I think you already know that, but we will dive into what it is that you really need to know about this. We have endless opportunities. So you have somebody that you're with that seems to kind of, in a serendipitous kind of way, seems to almost bring in this energy of synchronicity. And not even just synchronicity, but just things that happen between you and your partner that I get the word mind-blowing. Something just seems like not too good to be true, but there's just some really deep, almost coincidental circumstances between you and your partner, and you probably look at each other when these things happen. You might finish each other's sentences. You might be thinking the same thing your partner is thinking. You might be feeling the same thing your partner is thinking. And so you two are very in sync with your love relationship. And this is bringing about a very deep passion that kind of is a spark. It's a spark of creativity. This is going to sound really weird, so bear with me, but I always say, before I look at the face value of a card, I always say what comes to me first, the first thought, the first feeling, and the words I get are pandemic at the disco. So you might be kind of, and I know that sounds strange, but you might be kind of sheltered up with somebody, and this is bringing a very, very deep, passionate kind of love, and it almost feels very sexually charged, but it isn't just sex. It's a deep love and commitment to one another, and it to me it just seems like a very new thing for you, Cancer. This is something that maybe you have been waiting for a long time, and this brings a lot of things to the forefront in your life that almost kind of seems surreal. You might feel like, oh, this could be too good to be true. This is, there's got to be something wrong here because this is so nice and comfortable and loving and good feeling. So, Cancer, I don't want you to, freak out and kind of overanalyze this, but this is a really, just such a beautiful situation. I think there is a deep, deep connection, and I think it goes beyond soulmates. I'm going to only pull, a select amount of cards here. I'm not going to do a full spread. But the first card out that we have for you in the tarot is the King of Cups. And this is your partner is probably, for many of you, it doesn't have to be a male. Roles can be reversed. One could be more masculine and one more feminine than the other. It doesn't matter. But the King of Cups is this very heartfelt, passionate, almost kind of don't lift your hand kind of love. Like, I will do this for you. I will do these things for you that probably, if you're a female, I will do things for you that no other man has done for you before. So this is definitely, to me, like a very feminine kind of receptive energy, where you have a male that is very devoted to pleasing you. And what else do we have, Cancer? We have, the Devil. But there's something in there that, and I did allude to this early on, that you might be having that, oh, this is too good to be true. But don't fall for that, Cancer. I don't think that this is something that's too good to be true. I think this is something that you might be questioning, because you have somebody who is very passionate, loving, and giving, and very doing. And there's that realm, that memory, just accumulated memories of past experiences where you feel like you might have been duped or fooled, and this person is really, quite literally, trying to give you so much, and I think it's amazing. And I think that the key here is to not fall for that negative or that, but wait, there's more kind of feeling that there's kind of some shadow side of this person that's going to come out and disappoint you. I don't see that here. I don't feel like that. I feel like the Devil represents your worries and fears in this, because this person just sometimes seems to wow you and amaze you. What else do we have? We have Judgment. And so you're having to make a decision about this. Something in this to you is calling you to commit to this person further. It's asking you to either go full in, or it's asking you to step out, because this person is genuinely wanting to commit to you in a much more serious manner, and they do definitely want you to make that commitment back. They want to reciprocate. They want that reciprocation from you. And so I think this is at a pivotal moment in May where you start to get down to brass tacks, and you've got to make the decision. Am I going to commit to this person, or am I going to look at it as being too good to be true? I don't think it's too good to be true. I think most of this is in your mind. And speaking of which, we have Ten of Wands. Most of this is in your mind. You can pack up, you can walk away, but I think you can lose out, and you'll be looking back at this person thinking, I should have held on to that person. Again, you could be male, you could be female, you could be cross-watching. This can play out anyway. I think if you cut and run, Cancer, and I feel like some of you have kind of done this before, where you thought this was going to be some just amazing opportunity in a relationship, and just when it gets really good, there's something in you that has to turn away and turn your head, because you might have been hurt very deeply sometimes in the past, and sometimes that just brings about such an anxiety, a fear, a worry of where things are going. And I think this is really calling you to just trust in the process of love and compassion and giving, because this is a very giving person. And what else do we have here? We have the Seven of Cups. Oh, and again, to me, this really talks about, again, that choice, that having to make a decision to commit. I don't always read cards at face value. I can't do it, because I always have to allow what comes in first to dominate over the face value of the card. And to me, there's this kind of feeling that you might be expecting there to be a surprise with your person. I don't think there is a surprise with them, but this is from past experience. And so I think you're holding on to a lot with this person, expecting something else to come out, because they really are the real thing. And it's really hard to accept things. Sometimes we say, I'll believe it when I see it, but I think, Cancer, the message here is to really look at yourself and say, I'll see it when I believe it. And that in the message here is to really believe that this person is really falling for you, is falling over you, really adores you and cares for you very much. And one last card here, we have the Tower. So some things have to fall apart in order for new things to come in. And I think the Tower here represents some kind of internal doing away with the way you normally would think and feel about things, and to cast away a lot of those negative feelings and doubts. They might be very very patient with you and understanding that you have gone through some difficult times. I think some of you have really gone through some really hard stuff, and the Tower in this, to me, represents the person's willingness to be patient with you as a lot of your walls come down, and a lot of the things in the past kind of come to the forefront, so you can do away with them, so you can deal with them, and you can definitely move forward with this person in a way that is absolutely beautiful. I think there has to be a commitment here in the future with this person, and I think that something is just nagging at you, Cancer, to just give this person that chance, that opportunity they need to show you. And I don't even think they need to really show you. I think you know it, but I think it's just really hard to open up and trust and completely 100% commit. We have the King of Cups, and we have another card here, very heartfelt, passionate, loving loyalty here. And I'm sorry, that was the Knight of Cups. We had the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So somebody is really wanting to pursue you and move forward and kind of place this in some kind of solid foundation, trying to cement this in for you. So with that said, Cancer, I think you should definitely move forward here with this person. I think I did say just very briefly, pandemic at the disco. So you might be going back and forth to somebody, a lot of banter, a lot of communication, a lot of talking, maybe some things, maybe this is, a lot of this is person to person, and some of this might actually be over other forms of communication. It could be a mixture of both, but I think it's definitely coming in very strong and powerful at this time for you. So with that said, Cancer, if you resonate with this, if this makes sense to you, if there's someone in your life that is really pushing you because they have this kind of infatuation with you, this love for you, this desire and passion to open up and to try and be receptive to that. If you do appreciate this reading and like it, if it makes sense to you, please like, share, and subscribe, and leave me your feedback. I would appreciate that. And have a great rest of the day. Stay healthy and happy and safe.